Toy store. Night. A dimly lit street. The store's sign hangs crookedly, flickering neon letters barely readable. The display window is filled with old, eerie dolls and toys, their eyes following anyone who dares to pass by. Abandoned toy store. Night. Jessica, 16, her younger brother Tommy, 10, and their friend Lucas, 17, sneak inside, giggling nervously. Dust lingers in the air. Rows of forgotten toys rest in eerie silence. Tommy. This place is creepy. Lucas, that's why it's fun. Jessica shines a flashlight across the shelves. The beam lands on a row of porcelain dolls, all grinning widely. Jessica, eyes narrowing. I swear they just moved. A soft creak echoes. They turn. A small, rusted, wind-up monkey sits on a shelf, its cymbals in hand. Tommy, laughing nervously. Hey, that's kinda cool. He turns the monkey's key. It starts clanging its cymbals together. Then it abruptly stops. A moment of silence. Then the toys on the shelves begin to quiver. Lucas, time to go. The store's door slams shut behind them. The old radio on the counter flickers to life, playing a distorted nursery rhyme. Radio, distorted. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Jessica grabs Tommy's hand. A whisper floats through the air. Whisper, play with us. Forever. A toy soldier on the shelf slowly turns its head toward them. Its eyes glow red. Toy store. Backroom. Night. The trio runs into the backroom, breathing heavily. Old teddy bears and puppets line the walls, their glassy eyes unblinking. Lucas. We just need to find another way out. Tommy notices a marionette hanging from the ceiling. Its strings twitch. Tommy shaking. Guys. The marionette's head slowly turns toward them. It grins widely and suddenly drops to the floor. They scream as more toys start moving. The teddy bear's stitched mouths rip open, revealing rows of tiny, jagged teeth. Jessica run. Basement. Night. The kids stumble down a set of creaky stairs, slamming the door behind them. The basement is dark, filled with broken dolls and toy parts scattered across the floor. Jessica finds an old ledger on a dusty work table. Jessica. This place used to belong to a toy maker? Jacob Holloway? The name sends a chill through the air. A soft laughter echoes. A child's voice whispers from the shadows. Voice. He made us. He made us hungry. A tiny rocking horse begins moving on its own. The scattered doll heads on the floor all turn to face them. Lucas backs up, stepping on a jack-in-the-box. The crank slowly turns on its own. Jessica. No, no, no! Pop! The lid bursts open, and instead of a clown, a grotesque puppet leaps out, latching onto Lucas's face. He screams as tiny hands grab at him. Jessica yanks the puppet off, throwing it to the ground. The basement walls begin to tremble. A massive shadow looms from the darkness. The figure of an old toy maker emerges. Jacob Holloway. His eyes are hollow, his mouth stitched into a permanent, nightmarish grin. Jacob Holloway. You woke them up. Now they need to feed. The toys begin to swarm. Tiny hands reach out, clawing and grabbing. Jessica pulls Tommy toward a small grate in the wall. She shoves him through first. Jessica, go! Get out! Lucas is grabbed by the toys. His screams fill the basement as the toys drag him into the darkness. Jessica squeezes through the grate. The last thing she hears is Jacob Holloway's laughter. Toy store. Night. Tommy and Jessica stumble out onto the street, panting. The store is eerily quiet behind them. Suddenly, Tommy looks down. He's holding something in his hand. The wind-up monkey. It clangs its cymbals one last time. Fade to black.